God is saying today, I long for there to be truth in your innermost being, which can only be accomplished by combining my word with my spirit and revelation to piece together the full image on the inside of you. It is not enough for you to simply have an intellectual understanding of my word, nor is it sufficient for there to be visible proof of overflowing talents and manifestations of my spirit for you to be deemed worthy of bearing the burden of my glory. Nothing that man does can produce what I am orchestrating among my people and within the land. This is an impossibility. Nobody has the complete amount of my spirit, or all of the revelation, understanding, or wisdom that I have. To accomplish the mind of Christ acting in and through you to the measure of fullness in your own life, and even more so when you plan to walk in that level of anointing when ministering to others, it is necessary to properly combine both components. Keep vigil and pray that you will not give in to temptation, for even if the spirit is willing, the body is weak. You are living in a day of great deceit when even the very elect can be fooled, and you should be aware of this fact. Those who are misled believe they have all the answers, and as a result, they will eventually stop receiving divine insight. Those who are haughty will deny having any pride. Keep vigil and pray, for you do not know the hour at which the Son of Man will arrive. To those who are certain that the Lord will return on a particular day, let them know that it will not be on that day. The revelation that he has indeed arrived will come as a shock to those who have asserted that he will not appear again. I will come, and when I do, I will bring my word and righteous judgment with me, for I am the only one who is worthy to open and disclose what is still to come. You are getting closer to that day, and you can see signs of the times. In light of this, what actions are you going to take? Are you going to spend it in conflict and turmoil, or are you going to focus on unity and love? Those who are concerned with me and my affairs will be the ones who are in the thick of things and who are aware of the times and seasons I have decreed. They will be distinguished from others by the holy and enlightened love that they have for one another and for the things that they share my affection for. They have entered into my rest, and even though they live amid a generation that is wicked and perverse, they will walk in peace. The Father has spoken these words to us today. I have made your heart complete in front of me. The disintegration of your soul, which you've been fighting against, is beginning to heal. Your brokenness is being filled with the oil and wine of my salvific grace, and it is flowing into every crack and wound in your body. Your country will once more be filled with joy as of right now. You won't feel as though laughter is an alien concept to you or your heart any longer. My spirit is uniting with your spirit, and as a result, you are going to be able to walk in victory over all that has been holding you back for such a long time. The bonds have been severed. The prison's doors have been opened. You are going to come out. Today is the day that I bring you out into a new era. You have moved on from the past, and regeneration should be the guiding principle for your existence. What about the adversary? What about the mountains that are blocking your path? They have been eliminated. In response to my presence, they retreat and fall to the ground. You will be vindicated in judgment, and I will maintain you in mercy throughout all of your affliction. My censure is directed against the one who is opposed to me and the one who mocks me. Their legacy will be wiped from the face of the world, but if you walk in my righteousness, I will elevate you to a position of prominence and permanence that cannot be shaken. According to God, this is your inheritance. You will not only survive, but you will thrive. You will serve as a minister and talk to people all over the world about the goodness and grandeur of the Lord. You will bring many people to the safety of my sanctuaries, for I have not abandoned those who seek me, and you will do this by bringing them to me. I will listen to your song and establish you in all that you do until the evidence is established beyond a reasonable doubt and the promise is carried out. God is saying today, the Father has spoken these words to us today. The excellency of my name is going into battle ahead of you. You are sitting in the midst of all of the foes that surround you on this day so that you can rise above them and walk in dominance over all of them. I have placed my glory in the sky. Expect what you want to, because you won't end up being let down. You are free to feel pleased about the fact that you will not be refused entry. My courtyards and my doors are wide open to you, and the manifestation of my power is found in the praises that you offer. Your voice should testify of my name and my might, for the blessing of my kingdom is standing by to bring about your miracle, God declares. There is no need to give any thought or consideration to the utter blackness in front of you, as I am beaming as brightly upon you as the sun rises over the mountains. When everything appears to be going wrong, it is important to remember that I am the day star rising in your heart, and the constellation of my favor follows you, just as the Magi followed the star to the location of heaven's darling. You are making your way to me and via me, and I will not conceal anything about myself from you in any manner. Rest easy in knowing that everything is about to take a turn for the better because my arms are open wide and my heart is expanding to accommodate you. Today, the Father says, I do not have any reproof for you concerning your circumstance. The results of your activities are a sufficient form of reprimand for you. Put away your sackcloth and your feelings of guilt. From this day forward, I will absolve you of any humiliation. I will not abandon you in this state, although you are feeble and that your spirit is troubled. A troubled heart that is wallowing in isolation away from my presence gives me no pleasure. Bring your closeness to me, put yourself at my feet, and I will lift you and take you into myself as my possession. The cost has been incurred. The offense has been punished, and it was even punished more than 2,000 years ago. You need to forgive yourself. Forgive those who have wronged you. I have better things in store for you, so forgive, release, and bless yourself, and then move on. Why make yourself exhausted with your moaning, and why do you make your bed wet with your tears? God will say, okay, get it all out, and then He will add, let me put my arms around you. Permit me to draw you to me so that I can remove you from danger and place you in a new location that is secure and safe within my realm. You have experienced what it is like to have your life in danger every hour. Even after all that you've been through, you still put your trust in me. The Father suggests that we look at things from a different angle during this experience. Now is the time for manna to fall from the sky every morning, and water to flow from the rock so that your parched soul can be satisfied. Your petition has been heard, and the answer to your prayers is both yes and amen, even at this very moment. God is saying today, the Father instructs us to reflect on my beneficence. Allow my assurances to flow freely from your mouth like honey. You are not going to be let down, and your request will not be ignored. You have entered my courts, and the scepter of your king is now being lowered in your direction. This bestows favor and acceptance upon you for everything that you have pleaded with me to do for you. You are, without a doubt, welcomed into the loving community. I am both your king and your God in this world. I am the God who causes this day to appear and make its presence known in your life. The barriers have been destroyed at this point. This day, waves and billows of my kindness are flooding over you to wash away all of the humiliation and misery that has followed your steps for such a significant amount of time. Pray with your lips open. Look to the heavens as you direct your petitions toward my throne. Take a look up, and you will see the flood of my favor and mercy. Turn your attention upward, and you will realize that the solutions are much closer than they may appear to the naked sight. God is saying today, on this day, God declares that you are not only standing in safety with me, rather, you have fully come into the multitude of my mercies. I am a God who works in one area of your life while also working in numerous other areas and circumstances at the same time. You are going to look here, you are going to look there, and you are going to exclaim, I don't know what to thank you for more, Lord. Indeed, both the day of the promise and the day of the enemy's defeat have come today. The wicked and those who utter words of devastation have been removed from the root at this time. Your eye will witness it, and your ear will hear it, and it will cause your ear to tingle with the sensation of hearing how decisively I've dealt a blow against the adversary of your spirit. In the name of blessing, I will bless you, and from today, I will convert your life into one of unwavering fidelity. Today, the Father tells you not to be afraid because He is here with you. You are supported by the right hand of my righteousness. You are protected in my pavilion and under my wings, both of which are safe havens where you can seek refuge. Even though there might be a lot of trouble going on around you, you can rest assured that I am here to be your shield and your sturdy tower. Because you have faith in my promises to you, you will always be able to remain in a secure location and continue to dwell there. Even if 1,000 people fall by your side or 10,000 people fall at your right hand, it will not even get close to you. It takes discipline to have confidence that is unshakable and is not distracted by what is going on around you, but everyone can accomplish. Your mind is constantly being assaulted by the adversary with thoughts of uncertainty and anxiety, but you have the power to cut through those falsehoods and any tension in the air by waving your sword of the Spirit, which is my word, and saying, Peace be still. My power is being made evident in the ground around you, and those around you look to you as an example. It is time to exercise some pressure on that expectation using your faith that can move mountains and to watch some marvels unfold. You are a beacon of light amid a sea of darkness, a lighthouse perched atop a hill with its lens cleaned and turned to full intensity. What are you contributing to the environment that your God is saying today, walking in, regardless of the circumstances? What do you notice and what do you think of the people living in the area that you are currently touring? These questions and their responses will shed light on any restrictions that may exist in both your expectations and your outcomes. Do you need to clean the lens or perhaps adjust the focal point of the beam? How could I possibly want you to be put in the situations that you go through daily? Do you view the circumstance as one that will result in rejection and disappointment? Are you preparing yourself for a conflict or for consequences that will not go your way? Some people have these kinds of expectations consistently, but not in your case. You are a child of the Most High God, and I hold the key to your prosperity and the direction of your life in my hands. Instead, I want you to have the courage of a lion while also being kind, to be secure in your mission but also showing concern for the people around you. When you perceive every interaction with other people as an opportunity to share my love with them and exhibit faith and confidence in my capacity to assist you in any circumstance, you are being about my business, and I will take care of my own business.